In a flurry of developments surrounding Elon Musk, the multifaceted entrepreneur is once again making headlines, this time for his involvement in innovative technologies and social dynamics that intertwine with his distinctive persona. From satellites revolutionizing public transport to personal controversies that keep him in the public eye, Musk's influence continues to reshape industries and narratives alike. In a groundbreaking move for public transport connectivity, ScotRail has initiated a 6-month trial utilizing Elon Musk's Starlink satellite technology to provide onboard Wi-Fi for its train services. This pilot program, currently operational on 6 trains in northern Scotland, including routes from Inverness to Wicktherso of Locals and Aberdeen, marks a significant first for the UK rail system. The project addresses the long-standing challenges we've had for train connectivity in the region, said Scott Prentice, ScotRail Strategy and Planning Director. He emphasized the potential for future rollouts across more rural lines, fundamentally enhancing the travel experience for passengers who have long faced connectivity issues. This collaboration not only highlights the innovative application of Musk's satellite technology but also reflects a broader trend in transportation towards improved digital infrastructure. Business Minister Richard Lockhead echoed this sentiment, stating that reliable internet connections will significantly enhance the enjoyment of passengers' journeys. If successful, this initiative could lead to a more extensive integration of satellite Wi-Fi across ScotRail's fleet, potentially transforming how passengers engage with their digital lives while traveling. However, Musk's ventures are not solely confined to technological advancements. The billionaire has also recently found himself at the center of personal rumors involving influencer Tiffany Fong. Following a report from the Wall Street Journal alleging that Musk proposed the idea of conceiving children with Fong, she publicly denied any involvement in the story and clarified that she had not disclosed information to the media. This incident exemplifies the complex interplay between Musk's public persona and his private life as he grapples with both admiration and scrutiny from the public. In parallel, Musk remains a prominent figure in global investment discussions. His scheduled invitation to a Saudi-US investment forum in Riyadh underscores his ongoing influence in international business circles, further complicating the narrative surrounding his professional and personal endeavors. As Musk continues to navigate the realms of technology, social influence, and investment, the ramifications of his actions resonate widely, reflecting both innovation and controversy. As these diverse stories unfold, they encapsulate a moment in time where technology, public transport, personal narratives, and international business intersect. Musk's role in these developments not only highlights his capacity to drive innovation but also underscores the societal implications of his actions. Looking ahead, the outcomes of ScotRail's satellite trial and the unfolding of Musk's personal narrative will likely continue to captivate public interest, setting the stage for further discussions on technology's role in everyday life and the complexities of celebrity in the digital age. In a bold move reflecting a growing trend towards government efficiency, Texas recently established the Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office, often referred to as the state's version of the Federal Department of Governmental Efficiency (DOGE), spearheaded by Governor Greg Abbott. This initiative aims to streamline regulations and eliminate perceived inefficiencies within state agencies, promising a more business-friendly environment. However, as discussions about its potential implications unfold, concerns are emerging regarding the concentration of power and the lack of checks on authority. The Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office was created through Senate Bill 14, which Abbott signed into law last month. Modeled after Elon Musk's federal DOGE, the new office is tasked with eliminating what state leaders describe as inefficiencies, corruption, and waste in government operations. Unlike its federal counterpart, however, it will also focus on regulatory reform aimed at bolstering the state's business climate. This office will lead to spending cuts, regulation cuts, and a more user-friendly government, Abbott stated during the bill signing ceremony. However, not everyone shares the governor's enthusiasm. Bob Stein, a political science professor at Rice University, raised alarms about the legal authority this office will wield, particularly its insulation from judicial oversight. It doesn't allow the courts to intervene, Stein noted, suggesting that this lack of accountability could lead to unchecked executive power. He foresees that during the interim between legislative sessions the office's operations and decisions will largely rest in the hands of the governor, the attorney general, and the office's leaders. Stein cautioned it seems to be extra-legislative, highlighting the potential for this new entity to operate without sufficient checks and balances. The financial implications of this initiative are significant, with an estimated operating budget of approximately $10 million through 2027. Stein speculates that the office will prioritize a top-down review of state operations, echoing the function of the Sunset Advisory Commission, which evaluates the necessity and efficiency of state agencies. However, he pointed out that the specifics of how the office will function remain vague, raising questions about its effectiveness and transparency. The establishment of the Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office comes at a time when the federal DOGE under Musk's leadership has garnered mixed reviews. While Musk has publicly commended federal workers for their collaboration in reducing waste and fraud, critics argue that the agency's heavy-handed tactics have created a culture of fear within federal agencies. In recent months, Musk has faced backlash for the aggressive downsizing of agencies, leading to significant public outcry and legal challenges. As he prepares to step back from DOGE, the future of its initiatives remains uncertain, especially amid growing skepticism from the public and within Congress. As states like Texas navigate their own efficiency initiatives, the lessons from the federal experience could prove invaluable. The balance between reforming government operations and maintaining accountability will be critical as these new offices take shape. The Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office's approach to governance could set a precedent for similar efforts across the nation, influencing how government interacts with citizens and businesses alike. In conclusion, while the Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office has the potential to drive meaningful change in state governance, it will need to navigate the complexities of power dynamics and accountability to avoid the pitfalls that have emerged at the federal level. As these developments unfold, stakeholders will be watching closely to see how this office balances efficiency with transparency and public trust. The implications for both Texas and the broader national landscape could be profound. Shaping the future of government efficiency initiatives across the country. As anticipation builds around Tesla's upcoming robotaxi launch in June, investors are weighing the implications for the company's stock performance amidst a backdrop of fluctuating market dynamics and geopolitical factors. With the release of the robotaxi expected to reshape the transportation landscape, analysts are scrutinizing whether Tesla's stock is a buy or a sell. On May 12, 2025, Tesla's stock experienced a notable surge, climbing 6.6% following a broader rally among major tech companies, collectively dubbed the Magnificent Seven. This rally was sparked by an unexpected truce in the ongoing US-China trade tensions, which saw both nations agree to significantly reduce tariffs for a 90-day period. The US will lower tariffs on Chinese goods from as high as 145% to 30%. While China will reciprocate by cutting its retaliatory duties from 125% to 10%. This easing of trade restrictions is viewed as a boon for tech companies heavily reliant on Chinese supply chains, including Tesla. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives remarked, "This is very bullish news for the tech trade, as the supply chain concerns will now be significantly reduced." Tesla, which sources a substantial amount of its parts and batteries from China, stands to benefit from these tariff reductions. Additionally, the temporary truce is expected to alleviate some of the pressures that have plagued the tech sector in recent months, where companies like Tesla and others lost approximately $2 trillion in market capitalization following the announcement of tariffs in early April. The surge was not limited to Tesla alone. Other tech giants also experienced significant gains. Amazon shares rose by 8%, while Meta and Nvidia saw increases of 7.7% and 5.1%, respectively. Analysts highlighted that the interdependence between these companies and the Chinese market means that any positive developments in trade relations are likely to yield immediate benefits to their stock valuations. For instance, approximately 30% of the goods sold on Amazon are sourced from China, and Chinese advertisers accounted for a significant portion of ad spending on the platform in 2024. However, while the trade truce offers a temporary respite, the long-term implications of US-China relations remain uncertain. There is more wood to chop around chip restrictions and other issues in the AI trade that need to be addressed as part of a broader deal with US/China. I've cautioned, indicating that the tech sector must navigate an intricate web of regulatory and geopolitical challenges. In another development, Tesla faces scrutiny from US authorities regarding its robotaxi initiative in Texas. As the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration (NHTSA) seeks clarifications on the project. The timing of this inquiry coincides with the stock's upward momentum, underscoring the regulatory hurdles that could impact Tesla's operations and investor sentiment. As investors count down to the June launch, the question remains, will Tesla's robotaxi fulfill its promise and further propel the company's stock, or will regulatory challenges dampen its potential? The trajectory of Tesla's stock is likely to be influenced not only by the success of its robotaxi launch but also by ongoing geopolitical developments and the broader economic landscape. With the current trade truce providing a temporary lift, all eyes will be on Tesla as it prepares to unveil a pivotal aspect of its vision for the future of transportation. SpaceX is poised for another significant milestone as it prepares to launch 26 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Scheduled for liftoff on May 12, 2025 at 6:15 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, this mission, designated Starlink 15-4, underscores the company's ongoing commitment to expanding its satellite internet constellation. The Falcon 9 rocket will depart from Space Launch Complex 4 East with backup launch windows available until 7:08 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time that same evening, and additional opportunities on May 13. This launch marks the sixth flight for the Falcon 9 booster designated B-1088, which has an impressive history, having previously supported missions for NASA including the SphereX Observatory and other commercial payloads. Each successful launch and landing is a testament to our engineering and operational excellence, said a SpaceX representative. If all goes as planned, B-1088 will attempt to land on the drone ship "Of Course I Still Love You" stationed in the Pacific Ocean, marking the 129th successful landing for this particular drone ship and the 445th overall for SpaceX boosters. SpaceX's operations from Vandenberg have been robust, with this launch representing the 18th from California in 2025 alone. The Federal Aviation Administration and the Department of the Air Force have authorized the company to conduct up to 50 launches annually from the site. This pace translates into an impressive launch frequency of approximately every 7.3 days for their California operations, while the East Coast launch rate stands at about once every 3.5 days, indicating a rapidly growing launch cadence for the aerospace leader. The Starlink 15-4 mission is particularly noteworthy as it continues to push the boundaries of satellite internet technology. The new batch of satellites is expected to enhance coverage and connectivity, particularly in underserved areas. As noted in prior missions, these satellites will support a range of applications, including direct-to-cell services, which aim to provide internet access directly to mobile devices without the need for traditional ground infrastructure. As anticipation builds for the launch, there are considerations for local residents as well. Depending on atmospheric conditions, some communities in Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo, and Ventura counties may experience sonic booms during the flight, a phenomenon typical of SpaceX launches. SpaceX is also keen to engage the public with this mission. A live webcast will commence approximately 5 minutes prior to liftoff, allowing enthusiasts and observers worldwide to witness the event in real time. Viewers can tune in via the X platform, further integrating SpaceX's operations into digital media. The expected weather for the launch evening includes scattered showers and thunderstorms, with temperatures around 73 degrees Fahrenheit and winds from the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, marking a typical scenario for California in springtime. As SpaceX continues to roll out its Starlink satellites, the implications for global internet access are profound. The enhancements in satellite technology not only promise faster and more reliable service but also aim to bridge the digital divide, providing critical connectivity to remote and rural regions. With each successful launch, SpaceX not only solidifies its position as a leader in commercial spaceflight but also takes a significant step towards realizing a future where high-speed internet is accessible to all regardless of geographic location. As we look ahead, the coming months will likely see an acceleration in SpaceX's launch activities, with numerous missions planned that will further expand the Starlink constellation and enhance its capabilities. The success of the Starlink 15-4 mission could pave the way for even more ambitious projects in the realm of satellite communications. In a surprising turn of events, Elon Musk has once again altered his identity on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, changing his display name to Gorklin Rust. This enigmatic name change has ignited speculation among users regarding its potential meaning and implications, particularly in relation to Musk's ongoing ventures in artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency. The new moniker appears to be a clever blend of references combining Grok, the name of Musk's AI chatbot developed by his company xAI, and Rust, a programming language reportedly utilized within xAI's technological framework. Observers have quickly linked this name change to Musk's recent announcement about a substantial overhaul of X's recommendation algorithm. This update is expected to integrate a lightweight version of Grok to enhance user experience on the platform, marking a significant step in Musk's vision of transforming X into a comprehensive everything app. Notably, Gorklin Rust also coincides with a meme coin circulating on the Solana blockchain, which is currently traded on decentralized platforms such as PumpSwap and Radium. This connection has led to further intrigue within the crypto community, especially considering Musk's previous name change to Kikius Maximus late last year, which drew attention to a cryptocurrency that saw a notable spike in trading volume following the announcement. While Musk's name changes often stir curiosity and engagement, the latest shift comes against a backdrop of more serious challenges facing X. According to estimates from Fidelity, the platform is now valued at nearly 80% less than the $44 billion Musk paid to acquire it. Fidelity disclosed that the current valuation stands at about $9.4 billion, a stark reminder of the pressures on advertising revenue and user engagement. Analysts suggest that Musk may have overpaid for the platform, with some citing the value at around $30 billion at the time of purchase. The decline in X's financial health can be attributed to numerous factors, including growing advertiser apprehensions regarding content safety. A recent survey indicated that only 4% of marketers believe X provides adequate brand safety, a sharp contrast to 39% on Google. This decline has prompted a significant pullback in advertising spending, particularly following controversies surrounding Musk's controversial social media posts, which have alienated some of the platform's key advertisers. Despite these challenges, X continues to draw a substantial user base, reporting 570 million monthly active users, an increase of 6% year-over-year. However, engagement metrics reveal a more complex picture, with a noted decline in web traffic and app usage compared to pre-acquisition figures. Some experts argue that the platform's data remains a valuable asset, especially as it supports Musk's AI ambitions with Grok. Moreover, alongside his role in reshaping X, Musk is also set to attend a Saudi-US investment forum in Riyadh, which coincides with broader economic discussions during President Trump's visit to the Middle East. Musk's participation alongside other notable CEOs underscores the intertwining of technology and geopolitics in today's landscape. As Musk navigates these multifaceted challenges and opportunities, the future of X remains uncertain yet intriguing. With ongoing developments in AI, cryptocurrency, and strategic partnerships, the tech billionaire's next moves will likely continue to captivate the attention of both investors and users alike. As Musk himself often demonstrates, in the world of technology, change is the only constant, and the implications of these transformations are only beginning to unfold. In the rapidly evolving landscape of brain-computer interfaces (BCIs), the rivalry between companies like Elon Musk's Neuralink and the Spanish startup and brain neuroelectronics underscores a pivotal shift in focus from revolutionary Enhancements to practical healthcare solutions. While Neuralink has garnered attention with its ambitious visions of augmenting human capabilities and even downloading memories in brain, is steadfast in its commitment to strictly therapeutic applications. I know Elon Musk might want to use Neuralink to drive a Tesla or something like that. But we will never go beyond therapeutic applications, asserted Carolina Aguilar, CEO and co-founder of InBrain. InBrain's innovative approach is grounded in the use of graphene, a material known for its remarkable electrical conductivity and minimal invasiveness compared to traditional metals and polymers. This allows InBrain's device, which features tiny graphene electrodes on a film thinner than a human hair, to effectively read the electrical signals of the brain while also delivering targeted stimulation. Aguilar emphasizes that their pioneering technology aims to address neurological disorders by rectifying faulty brain signals rather than merely treating symptoms. The company's initial target is Parkinson's disease, where their graphene-based implant can detect specific neural signals linked to motor functions and provide precise stimulation. It won't cure the disease, but it will cure the symptoms of it, Aguilar explained. InBrain's dedication to practical application is exemplified by its recent achievements. The company conducted the world's first in-human trial of its graphene implant at the University of Manchester, where it successfully distinguished healthy from cancerous tissue in just 79 minutes during a tumor surgery. This landmark trial is part of the EU's €1 billion graphene flagship project, which aims to establish the safety of graphene in medical applications. As Aguilar noted, with artificial intelligence, the device can learn from each patient's brain to deliver personalized neurological therapy. Following this initial success, InBrain plans to expand its clinical trials to tackle conditions such as epilepsy, dementia, and chronic pain, with aspirations to restore lost functions in patients with neurological damage. In stark contrast, the regulatory environment surrounding Musk's ventures has seen significant shifts since the beginning of Trump's second term. Federal agencies that had previously scrutinized Musk's companies, including Neuralink, have begun to ease their oversight. Investigations into Musk's operations have been stalled or dismissed, raising concerns about potential conflicts of interest given Musk's influential role in the administration. John Michaels, a law professor at UCLA, remarked on the implications of such regulatory leniency, suggesting it reflects a broader trend of diminishing federal oversight that could benefit Musk's businesses substantially. Meanwhile, in another groundbreaking development, a quadruple amputee in China has successfully operated computer games using only thoughts, marking a significant leap in brain-machine interface technology. This participant, who received an implant developed by Shanghai-based StarMed, achieved control comparable to that of an able-bodied user after just 1 month of training. The innovation not only demonstrates the potential of invasive BMI technologies but also positions StarMed among the few companies globally alongside Neuralink to advance to clinical trials. As advancements in BCI technology continue at a rapid pace, the future holds both promise and ethical considerations. InBrain's focus on therapeutic applications may pave the way for impactful solutions in healthcare, contrasting sharply with the often controversial ambitions of Neuralink. Meanwhile, as regulatory landscapes shift, the implications for innovation and accountability remain to be seen. The ongoing dialogue within the tech community suggests that while the race for BCI development intensifies, the ethical frameworks surrounding these technologies will need to evolve concurrently, ensuring that the pursuit of progress does not overshadow the imperative for responsible application.